Okay.
There it goes.
So, we're starting again from another video because our camera sucks. Back to putting the bees in. So we opened the plug. Queen's in there. I don't know, do you
Took the plug out.
want to put more of a hole in there for him? I don't know.
I might put
Anything else?
I don't want to release the queen after that.
Okay, so now we're going to open this up and take there's a can of sugar in here. We're going to take that out.
Okay, open it up. I'll grab the can of sugar. It's a big can of sugar. Okay, put the lid back on after I get the can of sugar out.
Okay. We love our queen. Alright. So we're going to put the bees in. It's kind of... everybody has different ways of doing this. You watched a lot of different videos. You read a lot of different books. I'm not really sure which way is better than the next. Some people spray the bees down with sugar water first to kind of calm them down. They were sprayed with sugar water when we picked them up. I didn't feel the need to spray them anymore. There were a lot of dead bees in the bottom of these. I mean, they've been in transit for a couple days now in these boxes, so I'm not surprised that a lot of them were dead in there, but there's also, you run the risk of killing more if you soak them down too much with sugar water. So I'm not going to spray them with any more sugar water. We're just dumping them in. We did it with the last one. They've seem to be alright. I mean, we're not wearing gloves and seem to be okay right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this off. Guys in here.
One good whack. Real good whack. There.
Shake these bees right in here. I don't know if you can see
Shake. Get them in there. Shake them out. Whack them to one corner of the box and then shake them in some more.
Whew, that's done there. Alright. Stinging me. Got my first bee sting. Yeah, it hurts like a bitch. You try to get as many bees out as you can. And then you can just leave that. I got my first bee sting. See, I just took out their stinger. Right there on my palm. See it?
Alrighty.
Best way to get a stinger out is scratch it right off with your fingernail, which is what I just did. Alright.
Okay, wipe down the bees, get them inside the hive. Get
Now what
the
we're
rest of the
going to do is
frames.
put the rest of the frames in. As you can see, we got wire on them.
Stung in the foot.
Yeah, we got some pissed off bees right now.
We got 2 dead bees because we just got 2 stung twice.
So now they're kind of releasing that alarm pheromone. Right now. Do you want to put the queen in there?
Huh?
Here, I got her. Hold on. So I don't get more stuff.
Okay. Get the frame in there and I'll put the queen in.
Okay.
You think they'll eat through that candy?
That's what I said. I thought you should probably put a bigger hole in there.
I'll try. Or just the thing that seems to be covered.
Here.
They're like ripping through the fabric of it.
Generally speaking, you should really install bees later in the day. We didn't really follow those instructions. It's like around 3 o'clock right now. We probably should have waited. But it was starting to rain a little bit, so we wanted to get them in, and I just didn't want them in the box anymore. So that might be another reason why they're kind of pissed off. There's a drone. That's cool.
I couldn't get that much candy out, but I think they'll actually eat a
So we're just going to suspend the queen cage between the frames, and they will slowly release her. Alright, so now we got this different hive components here. We have this cover that we're going to put on top of here now. That's a bee brush. We got to get all these bees off of here. Now we're going to put this on.
We want to brush them down a little bit.
You want to squish any bees. There's enough dead bees already in here. The trick to this, I guess, is working slowly. I'm kind of not.
A little bit nervous, first time.
Next we're going to put, some people say not to do this, but we're doing it. We're putting an extra empty hive body on because how we're going to feed the bees, we're using, we already got bee fight over here. We're using a bucket feeder. So you're good at doing this, you just flip it over. And we're going to put that right in here. Actually, you know what, why don't you put the bucket feeder on and then I'll put this over it that way. And then we put their top. Try to get them out. And they're in there. And they're pissed off and they're going to fly around. Hopefully they learn that that's home. Also, just to mention, we put a reduced entrance in here so they don't fly out as much. So hopefully they'll figure it out. And that's that.
We're going to put this tag on here. We have Italians on this side, Russians on that side, so we know who's who.
Who's who. And that's our first bee installation on Buzzy Nut Farmstead. See you next time.